So guys, this is the Vivobarefoot shoe review. Vivobarefoot, do not want you to see. That's a clickbait title, by the way. This is not actually my first pair of Vivo. I actually got a pair of Vivobarefoots kind of when they first started. It was when I was in college, so it was like 2011, 2012, and I got them in TK Maxx, and they were kind of like not a trainer shoe, they were kind of like a dress shoe. And I'm a really heavy 4-foot walker, as you can see. They're kind of worn out here, and I wore a hole through those, and they were okay, nice and spacious for my toes. They were great. So these ones are the motus, I think that's what they're called, the motus, and these are they're like an all kind of thing, but they've got this kind of thing. I kind of think they were aiming for the CrossFit market. I thought they looked cool. I thought they looked amazing. I actually got these in 2017, so we're 2020 now, and this is what they look like. And when I first got them, I was actually going to do a review on them, telling everyone about how much I didn't like them and how disappointed I was with them. And I'm glad I didn't do that review. So first of all, the build quality is amazing, and I knew that from the start. The laces are this kind of circular round kind of lace, and they come undone, so you have to double knot them. This Velcro strap thing's pretty cool. Here, my foot's really wide, even for Vivobarefoots, and I put a lot of outside pressure, so when you like deadlift, even when I'm walking, as you can see my wear patterns here, so my foot comes out and I kind of spulge out the side. And they've got like a little crack there, but actually they're like X amount of years old, so, and the fact I haven't actually worn through them is actually pretty impressive. I thought the tongue was cool. Like I said, I think the build quality is amazing. This rubber toe thing was okay, and this is why I didn't like these. I bought the wrong size. I bought a size too big. I think on the website at the time they were saying go up a size, so I just bought my regular size, but I actually needed to go down a size because I've got a wide foot, a stupidly wide foot, and I'm kind of already barefoot adapted, because just the way I walk and just the way I am, and most of my shoes are kind of on that barefoot path. These are by far, or Vivobarefoot is by far the best quality barefoot shoes I have found. I really like the New Balance Minimus. I've had loads of pairs, but I wear through them really quickly and I love them. But these are more barefooty, and they're more for the barefoot community. There's like zero drop on the heel. And cool. Anyway, back to this toe thing. So because my toes were sitting short, my nail would catch on this sometimes when I'm walking, my toenail, and that would make it uncomfortable. And if my foot actually fit a little bit more snug in there, they would have been more comfy. But it didn't stop me from wearing them, and I've worn them on and off, mixing in with other shoes, making these my kind of gym shoes, my go-to shoes and stuff. And then earlier on this year, my hip was a wee bit sore, and I was wearing Nike Metcons, Nobles on a kind of rotation. So I popped these on, and my hip kind of sorted itself out, which made me go, oh wow, yeah. So I haven't worn these continuously for the time. They've been an on and off shoe. Anyway, so I'm glad I didn't do a bad review video on these, because it's not the shoe's fault. It was actually my fault for buying a shoe that was too big for me and not sending it back straight away because I was impatient, and I'm like, oh, there's one shoes. And so recently I bought these, and these look like they're in terrible condition. They just need a bit of a clean, because I've been wearing these non-stop since I got these. Although the fact that they look like they're in really bad condition, they're just actually dirty. They're actually in really good condition. And these are the Stealth 3. The laces are different. They're kind of flat lace, and the eyelids that come through them are like little slits. So they're pretty cool. The look is cool. The quality on these is super great, and as you can see, they're kind of bent up because of the way I'm a bit of a heavy toe walker, and you can see that they're weighting down there already, where this is all kind of still fresh, and that's just kind of the way I walk. And I kind of I've got a bit of an ankle problem, so that's the way they are. In the picture, this yellow looks a little bit different than what it arrives in, but it's not awful. I like it. I like these little red tips. I like the shoe. The tongue's actually sewn in, and it's just the top bit that's movable. this is coming apart just a little bit here, or it's just open, it's still glued down. That's probably just something to keep an eye on. And again, anyway, so these are actually my proper size. They are a little bit narrow, as you can kind of see this sweep here as it kind of comes into this shoe shape, which is, if this just blunt out just a little bit, just kind of came up just a little bit more, that would fit my toes and it stopped me curving in a little bit. For most people, these are going to be absolutely fine. For me, I just like a little bit wider and a little bit more toe room in them, but you know, no one's going to make a mutant shoe for my mutant feet. I absolutely love these. I think they're great. So this is the Stealth-Free. This is the Oleto Swim Run ones. I actually can't remember how much they are. They're around about £100-ish, all Vivobarefoots. There is some offers on. I think if you use the Angus Logan, you can get £25 off. I'll pop that in the comments. But look out for offers and sales and stuff, and TopCashback and things like that before you buy. I think the biggest problem with Vivobarefoots is that they are so expensive. The build quality is amazing. They will last a long time. I think they're a cool looking shoe. I think their company and the mission is really good. I just think the overall price for normal humans. So I have kids, and I would like my kids to get barefoot shoes, and I would really like them to get this. But I don't want them growing out of a £60 pair of shoes in a couple of weeks. I just think that's kind of expensive. Is it expensive for a child's feet? It just depends. I just think for a normalish family, that they're quite expensive, and I don't think barefoot should be a snobby and only for the elite type thing. I think barefoot shoes should be really breaking into the mainstream, and maybe if Vivobarefoot decided to make a budget range, would be pretty cool. But as I said, shoes are great. These are new, even though these are dirty because I've been wearing these non-stop. These are just fantastic on absolutely everything. I love the sole more than the motus. The motus has this knobbly sole, and I actually don't really like walking on surfaces because it kind of feels like you're walking on not pins, but like a bunch of little stones, where this is just different on the ground. These are by far, they fit perfectly, so I can't give a proper review on these. This just feels nicer on the feet. It's just so much nicer. And then when you see some people and they like crazy love Vivobarefoot, I didn't really understand until I got these. I'm like, yeah, crazy love. Definitely be getting more Vivobarefoots in the future. Definitely recommend. Definitely think they're on the pricier end, but for my feet they fit perfectly. So if you have wide feet and you like the kind of idea of barefoot, but they're real true barefoot, really low flat, so if you're not used to that, you kind of have to rebuild your feet into it. It does happen over a while. Nothing but good things to say about them. So anyway, that's my review. Like and subscribe if you like random fitness stuff reviews, and thanks for watching.